Mark Coleman, Morehead State's new head cheerleading coach, is joining us here on MSUEagles.com. And Mark, tell us a little bit about your background. I know you've accomplished a lot in the cheerleading world and worked with a lot of groups. And just quickly tell us where you're coming from, your background, and your cheer history.
Well, for the past 7 years, I've been running my own spirit company here out of Lexington, Kentucky, and I travel all around the U.S. teaching choreography and skill camps, working with several prominent high school teams that have been very successful the past 6 years at the UCA High School National Championship. 3 of my teams have won that a total of 9 times. So that's kind of my background. Recently, I've also coached All-Stars. I was a part owner of the Pep Club of Lexington for 5 years, and before that I got started at Kentucky Elite in Lexington. So I've been coaching full-time out of Lexington since 1999. I've been very fortunate to have won lots of national championships in All-Star and high school cheerleading, and then I've also been helping Purdue University the past 3 years. So.
And you cheered in college. Tell us a little bit about your cheer experience when you were in college.
Yeah, I did my undergrad at Vanderbilt, and I cheered for there 5 years. I was captain of the only nationals team that Vanderbilt ever took to the UCA College Nationals, and then I also was briefly at the University of Kentucky on the wine squad.
Morehead State cheerleading, obviously a long tradition of excellence. So just how excited are you to be leading one of the elite programs in collegiate cheerleading?
To say I'm excited is an understatement. I've been around Morehead cheerleading a long time, dating back to 1994. I was on UCA staff and actually was the head instructor of several camps here at Morehead. Got to meet Myron back in the day when he was the coach here, and then just working UCA staff with a lot of Morehead cheerleaders and just being around college cheerleading for years and years. I'm very familiar with the tradition and the legacy, and this is a dream job for me, basically. This is probably the best coaching job I could ever hope of getting in cheerleading. So I'm super excited.
And the Myron you reference is Myron Doan, who was the longtime cheerleading coach here and led the team to the first national championship in 15 or 20 after that, and before moving on. What advice, and he's still around and is a mentor to this program and to this university, what advice have you gotten from a great coach like him in leading the program now that you're on board here?
I've been fortunate enough to talk to Myron several times since through the interview process and once I was hired. Basically, he just told me to be myself. I've been coaching a long time and have a lot of experience, and he just told me to do what I do best and do what I believe in, and don't try to worry too much about the outside noise and listen to other people. Just do what I feel is the best.
Mark Coleman, the new cheerleading coach at Morehead State, is our guest on MSUEagles.com. And Mark, talk about your goals, short-term and long-term, for this program.
Short-term goals would be just to improve the game day experience and make sure that the cheerleaders are just doing a great job every day. Long-term, we compete in January at the College National Championship. The co-ed team has not been beat in 12 years, so obviously I want to continue that winning tradition. And the women's team, or the all-girl team, has a tradition too. I would like to get them back on the winning track. They've fallen a little bit short the last 2 years, and we'd like to get them back in the W column.
What types of kids are you looking for to bring into this program? Obviously, Morehead State, one of the elite programs, and is able to recruit, and people want to come to Morehead State. But what do you look for in a student athlete that chooses to be in the Morehead State program?
I'm really looking for talented cheerleaders, but people that are serious about school and getting a degree. And cheerleading is great. It's done a lot for me in my life, and I've been able to make a career out of it. But I'd say not everyone has the opportunity to make cheerleading a career. So I want to make sure that the people that we bring in are focused on their future and taking care of their academics and trying to find a life outside of cheerleading.
Coach Coleman, we are so glad that you're on board here at MSU, and good luck to you and your teams this year.
I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.